Ready.
Hold on, we're not ready yet. Yeah, my internet's been down all day.
Ah,
So it's
shoot.
going slowsies. Oh, there we go. All right, go for it.
Okay. Welcome to Between the Gusts with Oliver Shanklin.
And Brian Christensen,
Woo. Here we are after a magical week. Wasn't this the most amazing thing?
I would say so. After the debacle that was the AWSI last year with like very light wind, there was no shortage of extreme conditions.
Oh man, yeah. And funny enough, everybody's still saying that it was light wind. Like, oh, AWSI is plagued with light wind.
Wait. They're still saying that? I mean, there were a solid the last day was the only day that I would say there was light wind.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
Light light to no
there's
wind.
like
It's the only day I got stuck out there and had to wait.
yeah, it was like solid nine conditions on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday. I mean, I was definitely overpowered on my everything I tested. So, but I did get real world conditions the last day, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I've had some real world conditions the past couple days, but I mean, yeah, that Monday before AWSI, and then I'm sad that you had to go for the Saturday because I was out on a 1.9 meter pocket rocket, feeling somewhat overpowered. The day you left.
Well, I mean,
But
let's start. What's great about the AWSI, right?
oh,
Like what you were saying.
what's great about AWSI is the fact that you get to finally like put together that dream setup that you've been thinking about and seeing how it works. And you're like, well, I could do it like this, but maybe like that a little better. And then you get to take those setups out and try it out and see how it goes. Um, and I think the coolest thing about AWSI was that of all the gear we tried, found out that like there's just a ton of really good gear out right now. And really, I think that if you're choosing between different brands, um, it's just about the feel that you're going for, right? Like if you're going for code, you're just going for like a code foil. You're just going for that really long glide and being able to like connect bumps. If you're going for KT, you're going for like faster speeds. Um, and then if you're going for, like AFS, you're going for really slow, like just kind of like chilled out, like longboardy sort of like surfing. Anyways, um, there was like great surprises out there. I was surprised by the Cabrina product. That thing, their new foil setup is going to be a collab between um, the um, between Mike's lab and them. So they've got like this production, extremely high quality product. Um, Absolutely amazing. And then of course we had the great find with Stinger, the Stinger products. Um, you know, a couple Canadians just like making boards and creating like very quality products um, that are coming in at like a decent price. Great price point, really.
Yeah. Great price point. Also, did you check out Cedrus? Those guys?
I kind of passed by Cedra's. I was going to Waka over there, the folding foil board. So any of us that are, like on a yacht, like trying to find a spot to put a board, um, if, the walk aboard makes it so that you can fold up like a mid-length board and, have a quality product, so you're not like relying on inflatable or whatever. Um, and it, packs down to a similar size of an inflatable. But yeah, so Cedrus was right there. Um, for me in the past, I've, done you might actually have that mask there in your office there. I've done those the third party masks, and I just don't like I think for us in the Caribbean with the harsh conditions, the little adapters that they have for all the different foils seem to take a beating because they're typically aluminum, and we can't do aluminum. It's just the long and the short of it.
So their new stuff is very good now. I went over there and checked it out. Um, their aluminum mast is like ridiculously bomber. I think at the price point, compare, uh, carbon mast is like 1,500 to 2,000. I think coming in at $600 and being able to adapt any kind of foil you want to the top. I think at the entry level, that's where that shines, right? Because you coming into the sport and you don't really know what you're gonna like, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think for a beginner to get that mast really makes a lot of sense. Uh, I think the mast retails around $600, and each adapter is like anywhere between 125 and 160. You know, so you get on marketplace and stuff, and that's where that's going to shine, right? Because you're going to be able to get super good deals on foils, and you'll be able to like, you know, try whatever and save yourself. And then you've got this Swiss Army knife of a mask that can just get the job done. I think in the beginning phases of your foiling career, even in the Virgin Islands, and I believe the way they're doing the aluminum now, I'm definitely going to order some just so I can get people in at a better price point into the sports. Uh, and did you check out their carbon at all?
The Cedrus carbon?
Yeah. Have you
No,
done any research on? Have you seen their design?
no.
All right, super interesting. So they have two different masts. We'll get to the walkaboard after this. They have two different masts, right? Oh, and then at 11 o'clock, I gotta set this alarm. Hold on a second. Set alarm for 11 o'clock.
I'll set an alarm for 11 a.m.
World Cup tickets go on sale at 11. It's a lottery, but you have to have a Visa card. So I got to get that for my kid. Um, anyway, yeah, they're carbon masks. So I don't know if you've noticed how some of the companies have like at the top of the mast it's super wide and then it gets tapered down and then it gets wide down by the foil.
Oh,
So,
bro, I think I gotta go.
oh no,
Oh
what
no.
happened?
Wait,
Is
give me a sec.
is Lorenzo there? He can jump in. Let Lorenzo jump in. He's our kite expert. I think you need to tilt your camera up too, like I can barely see your face. Woo, it's a lot of face now. Anyway, I'll just keep talking while you're doing that. So the tapered, when they do that, those run better in the surf because it's less drag, but they're not as stiff. And then they also make, so Cedrus makes one that's got At the top, it tapers down and it tapers back out. So you've got that nice glide to the water. And then also they do a wing and a toe version, which is thicker in the middle, so it's stiffer because you're not using you won't you have a a form of propulsion, right? As opposed to proning where you're just using your own legs and stuff to get around.
Ollie, I
So it's
think I
very
gotta
interesting
go.
to see those guys. Oh, bummer, bro.
I know I set this up, but I thought maybe I'd have enough time to do it. But
Is Lorenzo there? Can I say hi?
well, he's parked across the field. He's about an acre away.
You don't want to take me in the car?
So if you want to keep talking about the things that you saw for our discerning guests, um, I can go introduce the people that I need to introduce, and I've already done the tour of the property, but he's interested in this property, so I'm just gonna go make the intros, and then I can come back.
All right, I'll keep talking then. And it'll work out good because hopefully you'll be done in 10 minutes and I can go get my tickets. All right then. Bye, Brian. So the Cedrus was very interesting, and those guys are in the United States, right? They're just a homegrown building, homegrown business, just like the Stinger boards, man. Those guys have like the shop going on and stuff. They're not high production. Um, so really recommend Stinger and Cedrus working out of their garages. Anyway, so the other thing I took out that was really nice, oh, and one thing we have to say is like we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that was good taking out, and you're going to be like, well, what about the bad stuff? Well, if we we're just not if we're just not going to talk bad about anything, because people put out bad products and they put out good products. So if you like a certain product, go with it. We're just going to talk about, we did write a lot of stuff. And what we talk about isn't going to be just the stuff we wrote, you know. But you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So I took out the Stinger board with the Flight Lab amp foils. So Flight was at the show and they were right next to Lift, which was very interesting. And then, I mean, if they were going to do that, you'd think they would put Foil Drive right there in Stoke too. They were all four there. Oh, and Wadu was there too, but they were spread out. But only Lift and Flight Amp were together. So anyway, first day took out. They let me take an amp mast and two of their foils. I took the 808 and the 1010. And I took the Stinger 610 board, 100 liter, their downwind board, and went up to the hatch. Uh, the, and I couldn't get a frigate that day. I wanted to get a frigate really bad to try it out. And then flow wasn't quite set up yet because I was there pretty early. I wanted to try the D flow. Um, and everybody was over at Nash and North, and I had my Ozone 4.3, so I just went up to the hatchery.
Oh, really?
Hello, Lorenzo. Hello.
Uh,
This is the shop.
live streaming. Yeah. Do you want to go meet the? Yeah, sure we could. Yeah. Back in a minute.
All right,
Yeah.
later.
We'll be right back. Okay.
All right. So I took out the amp 1010, took it the 808. They sent me with the 1010 because it was very, for them, they saw it being light wind. For me, from the Virgin Islands, I was like, it's on. So they sent me with I picked the 808, and then they also sent me with the 1010 just in case. And I'm glad they did. So I went out on the 808, and the 808 was great. Like, got upwind good, rode waves good, but the waves weren't that big at the hatchery that day. So it was, the foil didn't need to be that fast. The foil was too fast, so I was just not connecting through with the lift of the foil and stuff. So I rode it around for about 30 minutes, and then I came in and changed it out to the 1010. The 1010, and I'd say the waves at the hatch were like 2 to 3 feet, and the wind was blowing probably like 15 to 18. I was on the 4.3 pocket rocket, but that was an awesome setup. I mean, I feel like we've been watching the flight amps lab, all that stuff for like, it feels like it's been like 5 years, but in reality, it's probably been like a year and a half, max 2 years. But anyway, got to go out there, try that out. That was awesome. Then I came in after about an hour and decided that I would downwind back to, oh, that's better. That's better. Hello, Elena. Whoa, where are you going? Come back. Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Elena.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so went out, downwinded all the way back to the event site, went up there, and then I switched out to the KT setup. So their new Super K2, I was on an 80 liter because Kane, yeah, Kane was there taking out the 70 liter with a wing and some, I don't know, I think he was on like a 7 something. So they gave me the, whatever their 1000 Nomad is. I took that out. And when they set it up, it looked like the mast was too far forward, but I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot. I went back up to the hatchery. Now it's windy and everybody's showing up. Now there's probably like 5 people out. Waves have gotten a little bit better. And I get out there and it was too much lift. Came in, moved, and I moved the mast back aggressively. Normally I only do like a couple centimeters, an inch or something like that. But I moved it back like 10, I mean 2 inches, like an aggressive back. And that made a world difference. It just turned into butter out there, just back and forth, back and forth. You go up to Swell City, and then I'd ride it all the way back down to the hatch, back up to Swell City, all the way back down to the hatch. I didn't have a stash pouch, so the whole time what I would do is I would just wrap the ozone wing up as quick as I could and stick it in my pouch. I mean, just in my hand and just go until I couldn't go until I got to the hatch, and then I'd deal with the deal with the what do you call them, the strings. Then it was just easier than trying to like pack it away nice. But it never really got too twisted up or whatever. Then I came back in, and it was pretty much over with all the talking in between. Um, you know, so I think that
No, but there's no nice with the cows. And I think she had chickens. Something. A little bit. But not anymore.
anyway, now I'm trying to buy tickets. So give me a second. Should have just probably canceled this, but I want to get this done. Consistency, right? There we go.
She has a garden for a few days.
All right. Maybe we could pause this. Is there a way to pause this? No. It's just an